doing your stuff, winning awards, going all these shows, making guest appearances. Now, okay, cool. This brings us up to 2020 now. You link back with Good Production. And this is when, again, you turned up the notch just a bit more. And now you, instead of just getting the song from Shaneil, you guys actually collaborated and put
Yep.
out same guy. All right. There's the clean version, and then there's the not so clean version. I want to know how did you come up with this song here now?
So it was amazing. Like, okay, so between 2016 and 2020, I took a break from music. My manager and I went separate ways, and I just decided to focus on me as a person, not the artist, just as a person. Um, and then when I had my daughter, I died on the table, and I think I died for like 3 minutes or 2 minutes or something like that. And then I came back, and my life just slowed down. It was different from when I had my son. Like when I had my son, like I was still fast paced, like I was still going, like I was still working. I worked with Octane a lot. And between 2016 and 2020, I did a lot of brand ambassadorships. I did a lot of, I was still, and it's something that a lot of Octane talks about it. So many producers talk about it. They're like, they've never seen it before where you're probably one of the only people we've seen like not put out music, but you're still so relevant. Like people still just love you. I don't know what it is. Honestly, it's God.
It's your
That's it.
it's your personality, and you seem to have like because you show so many different sides of yourself. It seems like you could connect with so much more people.
That's
You
true.
understand? Yeah.
That's true.
So
And
then
then
that works.
2020, no, I had my daughter, and I just decided that okay, I think I'm ready. So between 2016 and 2020, I was trying to come back into music, not actively. I was actually waiting for it to hit me because I'm like, I don't want to force myself because I was in studio. I went in and out of studio, but it just still didn't feel at the right time. After I had my daughter, I was like, okay, I know I want to come back now, but I can't do it by myself. I need a team, I need a manager, and I'm now still trying to figure stuff out because who am I? What am I doing? I can't do it by myself. And of course now I'm a mommy of two. So I link Zoom and I'm like, yo, we've worked together before. And Zoom is like, hell yeah. Hell yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And he told me that he had signed Shaneil as well. And I was like, great. That's amazing. So we're going now and he wants to put out. So he put out a rhythm together just to introduce us, like Denyque and Shaneil, and it was called Best of Both Worlds. I think Shaneil's song on it was called Rose, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember, but my song on it was called Well Sought. And of course now it's a different me, like because now it's I'm not that little girl anymore. I'm not that young adult anymore. I am a grown up, but still a girl. You know what I mean? So Well Sought, and then that was kind of just to create a buzz to let people know that okay, yo, Denyque is back and whatever. And then same guy now, he sent us the rhythm where all three of us were on the phone, and he sent me a rhythm for my song Champion after. Was it before or after? I can't remember. Anyways, focus, Denyque, focus. Same guy. He played the rhythm and he's like, yo, the rhythm is almost closed. It's just the two of you alone. Don't have the song. So I'm like, all right, play the rhythm. Zoom plays the rhythm. And I kid you not, the rhythm starts to play and I feel myself and hear myself go, we messing with the same damn boy. I said, nah, 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 nah. I didn't put words to it yet. And I'm like, yo, that. And Zoom is like, yo, that. And he's like, yo, I want to work it out. So me and Shanna are on the phone and we're going back and forth. And then she's like, yo, I feel like it should be a conversation. I'm like, yo, agree. And then I said, I don't think we should be fighting each other. I feel like, yo, it's unity. We are fight the man. We not fight each other. And so after she started doing her verses, her lines and stuff, and we're back and forth in and putting them together. And then I put the chorus together, and that was how Same Guy came about. And I did not expect Same Guy to do what it did. Not at all. May I say, everybody I take the same man? That don't look good.
If you really look on your YouTube and stuff, that's definitely one of your biggest songs that you put out, period, on your YouTube right across there.
Yep.
I mean, big deal. We're up to 2020, but I want to go back a bit and then we're going to move forward. When you said 2016 is when you basically, around 2016, you kind of took a break. So then there's a 4 years gap. So in this 4 years when you're away from the music, weren't you missing the music per se? And how were you supporting yourself within these 4 years here?
I wasn't missing the industry, to be honest, because I was still figuring out, okay, who is Denyque now? Because that's why I took a break. I felt like I was going in a direction that I didn't want to go. I am at this very sensitive space in life where it's like, okay, what do you want to do now? Like, what are you gonna do now? Things I was supposed to do, I never did. And now it's like, okay, it's like purgatory. That's where I felt like I was. Supporting myself, like I told you, I got into TV. I was the live TV host for Red Stripe Premier League. I did a lot of marketing stuff. I was an influencer before influencing was cool. I had a lot of brand ambassadorships. So
Yeah.
I did a lot of hosting and TV shows with Flo. I was on a TV show called Chatterbox, produced by Keisha and Smith. Shout out to Keisha. I did the pilot episode for Real Friends. I guest hosted a lot of a couple Smile Jamaica episodes, a couple CPM at Sunrise episodes. What else did I do? Brand ambassador for Volkswagen Jamaica. And then I'm doing campaigns. So now I'm really doing campaigns with different companies: Pepsi, JetBlue, Iberostar. Yeah.
So
And
it was a lot.
sorry. How could I forget? Wow, Denyque. I actually had my first radio show on Best FM in Jamaica.
Okay, so then what got you into radio? Cause you TV, music. How did you get into radio?
Radio is just one of my girlfriends. Her dad owned the radio station, and she said to me, she says, "I think you can do this. Like, I think you'd be great with your own show." And I'm like, "All right, bet, let's try it." And we did it. We did it for a year.
And how did you like the radio stint?
I liked it. I just think to this day that radio in Jamaica is still a little too strict. Like, yes, we need rules and all of that, but and it was daytime radio too, so it was even more strict than
Yes.
anything else. So, but I loved it. I really, really loved it. I loved it even more when I was on Nationwide. Shout out to my Nationwide family.
Yes, yes, I remember. That brings up. That's gonna be the last question. That brought up something, but that's gonna be the last question.
Okay.
We got a bit more to go. Don't worry. Okay, cool. 2020, you're back. But how did it feel to actually come back during a pandemic? Didn't it seem almost like, how can I do this here while everybody's sitting down at home? Wasn't it like almost like a conflict at that time?
Not for me. I'm a bad kid. I joke. I joke. I kid. I joke. I joke. No. We shot. So we recorded the songs, and then we shot the video. We didn't shoot the video till like September, I believe, or November. Can't remember. But no, man, it was cool. We worked it. We figured it out.
You're good to go. Okay, as I said, 2020, you're back. Champion, you did Champion. That was good. We liked that song here. But then this song came along called, what was it again? Oh, Knees. Yeah. Cool song. Definitely like that song there. But then because I'm researching and stuff, you know what I mean? I went through the video. I had to go through it frame by frame just to make sure that, I'm doing the research properly and stuff. And I think it was around the 212 marker, I came across something. I said, "Oh, this is quite interesting." Denyque, do you want to talk about the song here, Nick?
Oh my
With
God.
you and Rytikal? Yeah, let's talk about this song here. Now. To me, it feels like this is where you said, "Fuck it, I'm ripping off the Band-Aid. This is me right now." That's how it seemed to me.
Man, bigger man. Okay? You remember when Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana? That's what it was. Because I still feel, what I've noticed with people, just people in general, people don't want you to grow up. Or if you grow up and they see you in a light that they don't expect, no, it's a problem. People don't only want you to be one thing. And you can't. As human beings, we are made up of many different layers. We're made up of many different people. We have different personalities. We can gel them together. But you don't discount being assertive just because you're also a sweetheart. No, I'm a sweetheart, but I'm also assertive. I'm kind, but I also have boundaries. So it's not, the two are, they're not mutually exclusive. Like everything coincides to make you up. It's a part of who you are. I tell people all the time. Somebody will tell you that I'm the sweetest person in the world, and another person will tell you I'm a bitch, and they're both right.
For sure.
Well, you need to ask the person that told you I was a bitch. Ask them what was the conversation like, or what caused that, because it's never just like with me. Like whenever somebody comes across, I try my best not to reciprocate bad energy. Because like if I go somewhere and I see somebody's in a bad mood, I still try to keep my mood on point, because at the end of the day, you never know. Like sometimes maybe they just need a kind word or they need a smile. And if somebody's giving me bad energy, like I really just try my best to just lap my eye and just walk away, because what are we doing here? You know what I mean? But we're all of these things. We're all of these things. I'm a singer, I'm a mother, I'm a hot girl, me's a bad girl, me's a tomboy. Me I speak very well. I am very eloquent with my vernacular. And it's like I'm all of it. You know what I mean? So that's what I tell my girlfriends, I tell my homeboys, I tell everybody. You don't have to be just one thing. Be all of it. Be everything that you are. Just figure out a way to make them gel together. Sometimes you just don't know what people are going through. Somebody had a bad day. It's like when people judge, like, for example, Kanye West. Like if Kanye West has an episode and be like, oh, he's this and he's that. Yeah, but you don't know what triggered that episode. So it doesn't mean that he's not still that guy.
Yeah.
But right now, in this moment, another part of his personality is shining through because something triggered it or something happened. You know what I mean? So we have to make space and have grace for the different faculties that people are made of.
Definitely. So Knees was specifically made with that intention to like say, okay, this is it. Here I am. This is my other side. I'm a big woman now. Here I am.
Maybe that was the intention of Zuma and Sasha, but for me, it was just me being comfortable singing a song that I like, the song that was mine, and moving accordingly. Like you can't be singing Knees and be in jumpsuit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Big ups to Rytikal too. Rytikal was so great on that track as well.
How did you connect with Rytikal too?
That was awesome.
That was so
Left field, right?
Oh, yeah.
So left field. That was Zoom. That's why in brain work, He's like a madman under the quiet.
But you need somebody to keep up with your brain that works like that too, because you seem to have a real broad perspective of how you see things and how you like things to work.
I will. And I loved it. It was like Denyque and Rytikal was kind of like Bob Marley and Cindy. That's how he proposed it to me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, for real. Yeah, for real, it makes sense. So it's like you don't expect it. It's a combination you never expected, but you never knew you needed. Because people love that song to this day.
Of course. As I said, that's
even without seeing the video.
Yeah. Especially Don't Stop at 212. And I'll tell you how I even came up with 212. Once I heard you say it in an interview, I said, there's no way this girl is going to say don't stop at 212, and I'm not stopping there. I stopped the interview to go to the video to go to 212. But in your defense, you did 4 different outfit changes. You were in the lingerie, you were in the bikini, you were in your tomboy, like your jeans and stuff, and then you were in your dress. So then again, it showed your 4 different personalities inside of this one video here.
True. Very true.
Yeah. So he paid attention besides 212, you know what I mean? Don't check it out, 212. But
Love
whatever
that.
the case is, yeah. Click here to watch the full episode and don't forget to subscribe.